Hello everyone, welcome to JL Academy. So today we will see the part 7. So in the last part we have discussed loops. So in this we will discuss about array. So what is an array? Java array is an object which contains elements of a similar data type. So that means a variable can hold only one value at a time. But if you want to store more than one value in a variable, we can use arrays. Okay, that means suppose if I want to store a variable with more than one values, like integer variable is there. Okay, you define a variable with int, and you want to store values more than one, like integer I equal to or array equal to 1 2 3 4 5, like that. So if you want to store, we can use arrays, but here the condition is it should be similar data type. That means if you are giving data type for one element, right, same data type we have to give for other when we create arrays. So how do we create an array? There are three ways. The syntax to create an array is three ways. Data type followed by array. Here you have to give square brackets followed by the array variable name. This is one way. Or data type some space followed by square brackets and variable array. This is another way. Even third way is data type variable array followed by square brackets. These are the three different ways we can create declare variables. And in one case, like we can create a variable array and assign values as well. I mean values, or we can tell the size, because when we are storing more than one element means we have to tell the size. Okay, so we can create an array variable with the size also. So here integer a equal to new int of 5. That means it can variable a array. It's a type is array. It can store 5 elements in it. Or the another way we can create is here integer a equal to 33 3 4 5, like this. Here we created the variable array and also we have assigned the values. That means declaration as well as initialization. So these are the different ways to create arrays. Now let us see practical one by one. So let me open Eclipse. First type integer. We have to tell the data type. Okay. The syntax for arrays is data type followed by square bracket variable array name. Variable array variable name. Variable name. Okay. So how do we create? Int integer data type followed by square brackets variable array. Array 1. I'll mention and like this. Okay. This is one way, the first way to create variable array. First way. Or we can create in second way like this. Integer. This way also we can create. So here we should give only one variable name should be unique, right? That is the reason I have created another variable array to like this. This is the second way to create array. The third way is like this. Integer square brackets array 3. This is the third way. So in this we can create a arrays. These are the different ways. Even we can declare. See, if you see here, we have declared and instantiated with the size. So that also is possible. Like this, integer, integer, array 5 equal to new int of size. Here, this value indicates the number of elements we want to store. Okay, or we can directly create an array and without mentioning the size, you can directly assign the values as well. How can we do? Integer array 6 equal to open curly brackets 5 comma 6 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10. Okay, so this is also possible. Sorry, we should not mention the size, right? So this is also possible. Here we have not mentioned the size, but directly we have created a variable array and we have assigned the values. Array 6, right? Yeah, like this. So these are the different ways to create a variable arrays. This is like if you see here, it is a same data, homogeneous, right? Here it is a similar data type. If you see here in this example, all these are integers, and we are storing in a variable array with the data type int. This is now we will see how do we have created a array and assigned a values, right? Now we will see how do we read a values from the array. So here array will store all the elements index wise. That means suppose first index is 0. Array of index 0 equal to becomes array of 0. Okay, index 0. This will represent value 5. Okay, array index of 1. Sorry, 1. This will represent 6. Like this, each value will be stored in index wise. First 0 index is 5, one index is 6, second index will store 8, third index will store 9, fourth index will 10. Like this, okay, we have to, we can read the values from here. Okay, so here index always starts from 0. Okay, suppose if I want to read a value with array index of 0, how do we print it? System.out.println array 6 of, we have to give, sorry, 1 minute, it got stuck, I think. Yeah, array 6 of 0. Yeah. So let me run it. So this is the way. If you want to read, you can do this way. Suppose if I want to read the value of in the third index, then third index means 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, 9 will be printed. 9. Okay. In this way, we can read values from based on each index. Suppose I want to, my requirement is I want to read all the values from array. So here what we can do, we can use for loop. That means for initialize integer I is equal to 0, I is lesser than, we have to, we have a method, we have like can get the size of array like that, array dot length. Okay, so I plus plus. Okay, here array 6 of length means it will give you the number of elements in the array. So here what I am doing, I am doing for loop. I started with the index 0 and I am reading it and increment it one by one. Now let me print it. Array of 6 of I. That means I'm reading the array index wise and incrementing it after it prints. So till maximum length. Okay, I have to read the length based on the length. Okay, let me run it. See. So this way it is reading 9. Sorry, I have to remove this. Let me run it again. So it is reading based on the index 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So in this way we can create array, read the elements from array, and we can use, instead of using the regular for loop, we can use for each also. Okay, how do we create a for each loop? The syntax is, we have to tell for data type of the array, and we have to create a one variable, 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 and we have to read the array. Okay, so this is the, so what it will do, it is a for each, right? For each method, what it will read the each value and store it in a variable. Let us see with an example. Let us write a code for that. For integer data type I to array of 6. Okay, so here What it is doing, it is reading each value from the array. Okay, so let me run it. So without creating, initializing and checking for the condition, we can do this way also. Okay, this is what we call it as a for each loop. For each loop. Okay, so this is the way to create array and read the array, print the array elements. Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you. We will continue with the next part.